Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Casey Martin from Wine Country Woodworks, and this is going to be a new Shopisode. I've got a ton of cool stuff going on. I've been really slammed the last few weeks, but all for good reasons, so let's get into what I've been up to. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention really quick before we started is I have a 15% off sale on my store for all my blanks, all of that stuff. It's going on for the whole summer until I start up my MBA program again, so the links will be down below, but let's get right into it. So I've been doing a ton of multi-dyeing on a bunch of new black ash burl that I got. This stuff is gonna look really cool. I've already got a couple pieces done. They're just soaking now, and then all of these guys will fill their spots. I got some really cool ones going. And one of the things that I want to talk about, this is the piece that I'm going to be using, is I'm going to be getting a custom putter for a golf putter made with this block. I'm going to cast it with some resin in an upcoming video, and it's going to be really cool. The guy who makes all these wooden resin putters with the type of material that I make is Bradley Putters, and I'll have a link below in the video where I make the putter, but I'm really excited. It's a pretty cool piece of wood, as you saw. But up to this stuff, let's move on to the next. So as you guys can see, I've got tons and tons of blocks that I've been working on. This row actually is too deep. I just counted yesterday and it was about 175 blocks, probably closer to 180 now because I have some in the pot that I need to take out. But some of these are just absolutely incredible. I got a ton of really cool glitter, like holographic stuff that does all these really crazy effects, and then adding a little bit of mica powder to give things certain colors. But I mean, look at that. It's just incredible. Some of these have what I think is absolutely incredible, some glow-in-the-dark glitter in them, which I'll show you guys how cool that'll look. Whoops. In a moment. So let me get that set up so I can turn off the lights and show you guys. Okay, so here are two blocks that I've been trying this really cool technique, and I'm going to keep doing it because it worked out pretty well. You can tell easier in person, but hopefully you guys can kind of see that cloudiness in the middle. That is glow-in-the-dark glitter, and there's a little bit down here as well. And what's cool is when you mix it with a lot of other stuff, you can't really tell it's in there, so you can't really tell that much with this one. But we'll charge these guys up with this light, and then we'll hit the lights. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you may have already saw this. It's pretty incredible. But Alexa, lights off.
Okay.
And man, does it glow. It is so cool. You can just kind of see the clouds sitting in there. There's a little down here too. And this guy doesn't have as much, but it's definitely still there. Alexa, lights on.
Okay.
And they just look awesome on their own. I'm really stoked about these. So another cool thing I wanted to mention is I finally got some merch, some Wine Country Woodworks clothing. I'm wearing a jacket, and I'll show you guys the back of it because I kind of came up with this catchphrase, wood work harder. Basically, you know, work harder, but for us woodworkers, you know, you can kind of put your own little twist on it. And so I'll have a link below, but I'm pretty sure underneath all my videos it should have like a Teespring link. And what's cool about it on my end is I get to design the stuff, as you guys see, and then they put it on all different types of stuff, different shirts, tank tops, coffee mugs, like you name it, they have everything, and in all their own sizes for the clothing. So I don't have to order a ton of different sizes guessing what's going to be most popular. They just make it to order. So if you're interested, would like to support me, or want to have a cool woodworking shirt or jacket, check it out. I'll show you guys the back of this now. It's pretty sweet in my opinion, at least. So it's kind of hard. I wish I had somebody here to film while I had it on, but this is kind of the logo I came up with. If you can tell, the words are actually cutouts from my blocks, and I was thinking of switching up having the wood be actual wood, but I kind of like it with the multi-dye. And anyway, that's how it looks, and it's pretty dang good quality in my opinion. But whether or not people get them, I'm still pretty happy of being able to wear something that has my own logo on it, which is pretty cool for me, at least. So I also wanted to talk about in the Shopisode a couple cool little gadgets that Banggood sent me out. For any of you who watched my videos on the Chinese turning tools, then you already know that Banggood has sent me out a few things, but I'm really stoked about this, and I'll show you the digital temperature thing that they sent too. This thing I hadn't really seen anywhere else. I forget how much it was, like 15 bucks or something. So it's not very expensive, but obviously it slides in the miter track. And what's great about this for me, especially what I use it for, is cutting off the ends of my blocks. It gives me a much larger surface to hold work to rather than my old little miter gauge, which I forgot where I put it. I was gonna compare it, but it's roughly the size of this miter gauge. So you can see how much surface area, especially if I wanted to cut something even longer. I have that, and you can of course change the degree. You can loosen this up and make this even longer, do all types of stuff with that. So I'll have the links to all of the little gadgets I'm about to show you in the description too, if anybody wants to check them out. The other little gadget that I'm super happy I have now is this digital thermometer. So what's really, really nice about this is they're a little more accurate than these in the regards that these are very accurate normal oven thermometers, but you get the exact number, right? So like on these, you can see the arrow and kind of judge. And for us people who do cactus juice, on some of them, they have a 175 marking, and you can kind of hope if you're a little above that, you're at 180. But this lets you know for sure. And what's really nice about this is it has two different settings. So or two different probes, I should say. So I have one on my bottom layer and then another on my top. So they usually differ about 5 degrees or so. So I've been able to kind of dial it in now of what I need to set my smoker to make sure that both top and bottom are at 180 or a little above. So like I said, I'll have a link below to this guy too, but I'm really happy about this. I keep this guy up here, and then it's got a little light too, so I can just tap it when I want to see the numbers. So yeah, pretty cool. So the last thing is I feel kind of silly, but the last thing I wanted to show that I got sent by this company called Alforca was these really cool safety construction shoes. So as you can see, they're actually kind of like tennis shoes, and they're super, super comfy. However, there's a steel toe in there. And then what's also super cool is these soles are called bulletproof soles. And you can literally stand on nails or a screw or whatever, and it won't penetrate through. So I wear them out in the shop pretty much every day now. A lot better than my Birkenstocks that I used to wear just for arch support, because these have them too. So pretty happy with these. I'll have a link below as well. And a huge thank you to those guys for sending me them. And yeah, if you're interested, go check them out. The last thing I wanted to show off was my experience double dyeing curly maple. Turned out really well. Obviously that's subjective and up to you guys, but I really like how it looked. I always love the blue and the pink combination, but you can definitely still see the curls, which I'm really happy about. And then I got a blue and green pairing as well, and I've got a ton of them. So they're going to be up on my Etsy soon, and if anybody's interested, definitely let me know. The penetration is pretty dang good on most of them, but there's a few that have like small spots like that, and I could run them through again, but for the most part, they're pretty dang good. So probably won't, but we'll see. Well, everyone, I sure hope you guys enjoyed the Shopisode. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. A lot of cool things that I want to share with you guys. Those cool gadgets, the new merchandise, all those blocks, the multi-dyeing, all of it. Lots of fun. I apologize for not uploading as frequently as I'd like. However, I have that cool block video coming where I'm going to make that putter block. That's going to be so cool, and I'll definitely have a follow-up video when I get it sent to me. He's fortunate that he's super busy, so it'll be a while. He's kind of backed up. However, enough of that. Thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Comment down below if you guys have any questions or just anything about the video at all. always love that, and always try to respond to everyone that I can. And subscribe to the channel if you're new and you haven't and you'd like to stick around. So thanks, you guys. Thanks so much again for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.